Okay, guys, welcome to my channel now, all three of you. And it's Sunday night after Rigged, and we've got Taylor to the right and Jimmy below. We're here to just be, I'm right out, effing cranky, because I'm really not feeling well, and Taylor's got hungover, and Jimmy smiles at least. That's at least one thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be on here or not. I'm pretty happy.
So tonight on 10 questions. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is tonight. We are going to grill Jimmy over a medium.
I don't know. You gotta come up with a different word because I don't really want any grilled Jimmies.
grill him over a medium heat till he be that'd be Rob.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay,
no offense, Jimmy. I'm sure you taste delicious, but good old corn-fed bourbon Kentucky diet is probably well marbled.
How is Kentucky anyway? How is it down there? I've never been. Come on, talk away.
You gotta give a second there, dude. Your interviewing tactics are something else there, Eddie.
Yeah, I know.
Ask a question, then you rate them before they have a chance to answer.
No, it's good here in Kentucky, man. I said it's season's starting to change, getting more into spring, coming out of winter, so it's warmer most days. And it's just slow. It's how it always is here in the hills, man. Mortgage business is good. I know Taylor's probably got the same thing going on there in Wisconsin. So showing a lot of houses, we're closing a lot of deals. But
yeah, it's kind of
outside of that, man, it's good.
So what do you
we don't have a ton of inventory here either.
Yeah. Are you real estate too, just like Taylor?
I own a mortgage company.
Oh, fun. Oh, the fun stuff.
Yeah, I own a mortgage company, and then I own a real estate investment company as well. That it's apartment buildings and rental property, things like that. But but the mortgage business, that's been my bread and butter for a long, long time.
Now I really feel unemployed.
Well, that's because you are, sir.
We can't help you there.
Yeah,
I've worked for many real estate people.
Anybody could be a realtor. You just got to go take some online classes.
Taylor is. He proves that
with your winning, with your charming, gentle personality, Eddie. I'm sure everyone would hire you to.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I dealt with when I was at Grub. I dealt with 600 brokers at a time over 8 offices.
Everything's blurry. I don't know what's going on there, Rob.
Everything's blurry.
I
don't feel
clear on my end. I don't know. Everyone's looking clear here. Let's see if I'll pull up YouTube and see what it looks like for you common folk.
Now just leave the sound on so we help our hears ourselves repeat like I always do because I always screw it up. So Jimmy, okay, first off, I don't have many, but you ask all the questions. It's hard to ask. But what's the weirdest answer to one of your questions you've ever gotten?
Oh God. I don't know that I've really gotten a really strange answer. Most of the questions I ask are pretty specific, to the comic book community. So I don't know that I've ever really gotten a weird one. I know the other day when I was talking to Southern Comic Geeks, one of the better answers I've gotten was that the challenge to the comic book community today. I don't know if you guys watched that one, but I asked him that question and he went on to a long, it was probably one of the better answers I've gotten as far as that question goes. Most of the questions are pretty standard. I was trying to think if I've got anything weird. I'm trying to think of something Taylor said so I can make fun of him. I don't know. Taylor's question.
That's an easy.
For the most part, everybody's been great. Everybody's really gracious when they come on 10 questions, and they're generally pretty prepared because I ask similar questions most of the time, and then I try to change it up, and be a little more specific to the person with 3 or 4 of the questions. But I don't know that I've ever really gotten a weird answer.
Okay.
What was your worst interview?
Hey.
All of them have been good, man. Honestly, all of them have been really good. I mean, at first, if JP's watching, at first JP was the hardest person to interview because he was still on because he had just come off of one of his lives. And so it was really hard to interview him at first.
Oh, yeah.
Once I got him calmed down, he was great. And kind of had him be more of himself. But now he was hands down the hardest person to interview to start.
Sure.
Just because he was on. He would just come off his Instagram live.
Yeah, he's a different guy when he's on.
Yeah, and so that one was the most difficult probably to get started. But all of them have really been good. I don't know that I've really had I don't think I've had a bad one.
No, I think you kind of answered this one, the one I just watched the other day. But what started you collecting? What did you collect? That was a pause. Did I pause? What happened there?
Yeah, it kind of delayed on my end.
Okay. What started you collecting, and what did you start collecting first? All this mess.
My uncle was the guy, I've talked about it before, but my uncle sold at flea markets. And the reason he did that, he worked in the coal mines. Like, I live in coal mining country. That was our entire industry. And it's why we struggle today, because that's kind of going away. But they would get laid off every so often, right? So coal mining was always kind of a boom bust kind of thing, where it would be great and then it would go away and then it would come back, but not as big as it was. So he found a side hustle, and that was trading at flea markets. And what hair gel does Jimmy use? I don't even know. It's blue. I don't know. But anyway, so he had a side hustle going to flea markets. And I've said it a lot. My uncle was kind of like Mike Wolf from American Pickers. And when I was a kid, he used to take me with him and would let me pick through these barns or these buildings he was in. And he was really into Western comic books, and then baseball cards is what he was into. So that's kind of what I got started in, and they would work me like a dog for a pack of baseball cards. I mean, like, I would do anything for, a box of ball cards. So that's what I really started. Yeah, I mean, they really did. They would have me cut weeds, whatever, and then they would pay me in ball cards, and which you had to work anyway. It was just kind of the deal. Kind of had to work, but
well, if you still have those,
that's how they paid me, and never could figure it out. Dude, you live like 10 minutes from here. You can come up here right now and run your finger through these locks of mine. But no, that's really what got me started. And then ball cards is what I started with, and I still collect ball cards today.
Oh, nice. I have been dabbling, and I should never have done it. I bought some of the newer ones just because they remind me around my birthday and stuff like that. So, but yeah, okay, back to
Eddie. You bought things you shouldn't have. Who would have? No,
yes, bought that one. Oh, just the chat. I know I didn't say hi to everybody. Hi, Las Cruces. Hi, Jason, Rob, Never, everybody else. Las Cruces as usual. Really quick. I have mystery boxes. Still have 7 left.
Yeah, I posted the link. What the hell does PEPCAC mean, Rob?
Yeah, what's PEPCAC? Explain. I was going to ask that. I put it up there. It doesn't.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, go for it. So
who's next on your channel, Jimmy? Who do you got coming up next week?
Me.
You're interviewing yourself.
Me. Yeah. Well, I'm not. The usual suspects are Gary B, and it's the 25th episode of 10 Questions. And so Gary B and Slot are going to interview me.
Nice.
Similar to what we're doing here, but they've come up with 10 questions. But it's the 25th episode. I thought I'd do something a little different and let people hear me answer the questions. And then right after that, Rob Fatstacks will be next week.
Nice. Have we had Rob on here?
I'll have to plan out 12 hours for that interview. Not that Rob's verbose or anything. Hi, Rob. Love you.
2 days.
Love you, sugar booger.
Listen. Rob and I talked. We did the interview yesterday morning, and I told my wife she was making breakfast, and she said, well, is it going to take like the normal amount of time, like 30, 45 minutes? And I was like, no. I said, I'm liable to be, because Rob and I both like to talk, right? So I thought it was going to be a battle of talking over each other, but he clearly won. He likes to talk way more than me. But it was really good. I came up with some pretty good questions for Rob, some things I actually wanted to know about him, and he did a great job. But we ended up going for a little over an hour, and then counting the time that we just sat around and talked, it's like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Did you ask him what product he uses in his mustache? Maybe it's the same gel. You might have the mustache because he's got.
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry.
It could be the same gel. It absolutely could be. I don't think so. I don't know. I go to a beauty salon. I get my hair cut.
Nice.
Everybody wants to know. I get my hair cut every Wednesday.
Oh, there you go.
Wednesday at 10 o'clock. It's a standing appointment. I get my hair cut because I'm OCD somewhat, and my hair's starting to get gray. And but it looks like somebody speckled paint in my hair, like threw a paintbrush and speckled it in my hair. And I can't stand it, so I just get it shaved.
There we go. 10 questions about Jimmy's hair.
Yeah.
Next Wednesdays you should do a lightning bolt on the side, or mix it up.
Right, I should. I was thinking about doing one of those lines, like right there. Yeah. That's what all the cool kids do.
Yeah.
Oh, on a different note, next Wednesday is canceled. I'm off for my wife's our 5th anniversary, so I will be gone till late Sunday night. So I'm just gonna bow out next week. You guys can not be bored to death. So,
Oh, you do stuff on Wednesdays? Kidding. Oh, you deserve that.
I'm so right now. My brain is, I think, going about 10 miles an hour. She's been working. I don't know. I don't know if I had a small bout of the flu or it was actually that shot that did it to me. It was like 4 days after I took it, but I hit me Friday like a rock. I've been yawning every 10 minutes. I haven't done anything for 3 days. But yeah. Okay. Next. Sorry. Okay. Favorite book in your collection, Jimmy? What do you got?
Probably the favorite book. Oh, the Firestorm #1 is hands down. I know that's not a cool answer, but that is my favorite book. That's the book that really started it for me as far as collecting. Because, like I said, we've talked about it before. I think Taylor and I talked about it, where I would go to the grocery store and Firestorm was what was there, but then I still have the copy. It's in the safety deposit box with all my other books. Outside of that, Amazing Fantasy 15 is probably, my favorite.
Where's the key to your safety deposit box?
Right. You will never know.
Yeah, but it is. Which bank is it at?
Yeah. Giant Size X-Men #1 is one that I really like.
Okay. So who has the better collection, you or Rob?
Say again now.
Who has the most impressive collection, you or Rob?
I don't know. I mean, Rob has a lot of slabs. I probably only have 30 slabs.
Okay, so you got I have.
Yeah, in my collection, I probably have 30 slabs, and none of them. That's what I always say. None of them are here. They're all what I would consider to be investment books that I found with my uncle, and like I said, in that Firestorm book, which is not worth anything because it has been read 1,000 times, but it's probably to me the most valuable book.
Oh, that's your Rosebud. That's a Citizen Kane reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and, since I know that Taylor is tired, we'll just see if anybody wants to come on.
You can blame it on me, even though yes.
No, we're both out of it. I'm not here. If anyone wants to come on and bullshit for 20 minutes before we call it a time, it's going to be a short one. I'm not with it today, and my brain I can't.
And I'm really not that interesting.
No, actually, you are.
We got to make sure we don't overlap on your upcoming interview. So we don't want to steal Gary's questions.
You can ask why. Never could figure it out. The purchase was not at Copley's; it was at the INS ShopRite. And never could figure it out. And I have a running thing with Eddie. Eddie looks just like the guy that was just appointed judge in our hometown, and he looks just like Eddie. And we put a picture up. Jason sent me a picture of Eddie the other day and said, and put a $200 mystery box for sale, but it was the judge, just like Eddie.
Nice.
You got to show me who he is. It's kind of funny. I don't think I have any relatives in Kentucky. Well, cousins maybe out in Pennsylvania and New York, but nowhere near that.
Isn't the joke that everyone has a cousin in Kentucky?
That's
just my sister.
Were the sheep are sheep and the men are wait, no, the men are men and the sheep are scared, right? Isn't that the idea?
You're right.
I think that was the old thing. Wait,
if you're in Wisconsin, it's the cows that are scared.
Okay, Rob, 2 weeks from tonight, you're going to be our guest. Got it?
Okay.
You haven't been yet.
As opposed to those other Sundays where you're just on here.
Yeah.
It'll be totally different then.
Yeah,
right.
I get to be here at the start as opposed to jumping in.
Yeah, then we could find out. We could compare mustache gel versus hair gel. It'll be riveting.
Hey, I got to come up with somebody in advance because Average Will already turned us down for 2 weeks in advance, so that was pretty bad.
Well, he doesn't want to be on the show. I don't blame him.
I know it's pretty bad.
Jimmy had no problem. Why don't you talk about it?
Yeah. Average Will has standards. That's the difference.
Standards. Oh no, DJ's back.
I said, whatever you want, buddy.
What's up, DJ? How are you?
Now, to answer your question, based on the books that Jimmy rattled off, Jimmy's got the more impressive books in his collection. I just have quantity. I'm like, the college kid that's going to the bar and is just drinking quantity over quality. You
got more plastic around, basically.
Yeah, actually, because somebody pinged me the other day. They were asking since I started doing Slab Hub, and they were asking, well, how many do you have? And So I looked it up. So I went and looked in the inventory, and so it's right now sitting in my house. There's 375 slabs, and then there's some 90 books currently out at different at CBCS or CGC.
Oh my God.
So,
wow.
Oh, with the New Mutant slab you were asking, since the as of right now the mystery box seems to be on a little bit of a lag. If it doesn't, I'm thinking about doing this as an extra GP and raffling it off to the 10 people who buy it. So this might be added as another GP if my mystery box goes ahead and sells out. Since right now
you heard it here first. He's definitely adding that. So go buy his mystery box.
It's slow roll. No, you have to slow roll.
You can't.
You have to wait so that way until he adds it to get more people to buy, and then you buy and sell it out. That's how it is.
And my wife.
Who's it signed by?
Oh, this one is signed by Louis Simonson and Chris Claremont back in 2018.
Nice.
And
it's Louise, by the way, but sure.
I blame Jason for this because my wife was listening in to him and his wife's little thing about how many different birthday gifts she got him. This is my birthday just happened and my anniversary came up. She went ahead and asked me where she could order me something nice. So I said, well, just get me one of these 2 mystery boxes, as usual, That's Spider-Man Booth or Box Heroes, thinking she'd be nice and just get me a simple one. It'd be fine. I just got about a half an hour ago, I got something on my phone. For some reason, it showed up on myshop.com that I have a $400 mystery box showing up from Box Heroes. What the that superhero box, the 370, she went out and bought the $375 box. So that will be a
So you can get so that way you can get a Venom Lethal Protector like
yes,
else.
I'll get a Venom Lethal Protector signed.
Yeah, they have like
who doesn't have
those?
I got a stack of them back there, almost rivaling my Spider-Man 2099s. I can.
I mean, my wife normally doesn't. She just doesn't know what to get me. So to her, that was like, I'll get you something cool, and I'm like, don't overspend. Boing.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Never could figure it out. Totally rigged. Congrats.
Oh,
yeah,
my.
right.
Yeah, and DJ, yes, it is a superhero box. That's it does rival the 2099 collection. Although Rob added to his last night, assuming someone.
Oh my God, I really don't like you now, Taylor, for telling me that was there.
You got a hell of a deal on that.
What do you mean? What was that?
It's true, but he pings me last night while he's in Adrian APM's auction, telling me, "Oh hey, was it Casually Collectible? I can't remember.
Whatever, Collectibles Lounge. Selwyn.
Yeah, Collectibles Lounge. Yeah, he's like he's gonna be putting up the 2099 action figure with the comic all minty, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I went like my whole life without one of those books, and then Taylor pinged me and said, "Hey, I got one. You want to do a trade?" And I got one from him, and I thought I was happy. And then he goes and tells me this other thing.
So what'd you buy? You bought it.
So yeah.
You can always sell the one I gave you or traded for you then. And
I might because I'll have to wait and see what the condition of this book is. I don't believe that it's 9/8 candidate like he says, because
the book I know the one I had to so it might at least be an upgrade.
It might be, but I mean, I'd be really surprised to see any of those in that blister pack greater than a 9496. They're just at this point they're so hard to they don't survive inside that blister pack very well.
What's up, man?
But if it is, then
what you guys are talking about, I'm unfamiliar with it.
So Spider-Man 2099, there was Toy Biz released an action figure through KB Toys only, and in it they put a copy of the second printing of the comic book. So the only way you get a second printing of the comic was if you bought the toy from KB Toys. So that was the only way to acquire it. And of course, what happens with those is those action figures, maybe they come shipped in a box nice to begin with. They get hung on the rack, but then they start falling off the rack. Kids toss them around, and then eventually they get tossed in the big bin of the clearance bin, and people root through them trying to find. I don't know who's this retarded Spider-Man. I don't know. Throw him away, and that's what happens with these things. So those books, I'd have to pull it up, but I think there's like 30 on census or something like that. And of them, there's like, a dozen that are in the 9.0 or better. They're just stupid rare. So the 9.8s are valued over $1,000.
So what you mean to say is you're welcome, Taylor.
Well, if it turns out to be great, yeah.
So the one you got last night had the action figure still in it.
Oh, it's all sealed up. Yeah. So you'd have to. So you're going to look at it. You'd have to evaluate the book through the packaging. If it's not a 9.8 candidate, you leave it in the package the way it is. But if it's looks like it's a 9.8 candidate, you bust that thing out real fast because it's worth 4 times more.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jimmy, what's your favorite Superman book in your collection? Because that'll narrow it down.
Oh, there you go.
And why is it boring? It's a two-parter.
Let's see.
And by the way, Jimmy, that Neil Adams signed book is perfectly acceptable answer.
I like that book. I know I like random things. I have the first appearance of Lex Luthor. That's probably the best.
Nice.
Superman book I own. It's like a 1.0. It's not in very good condition, but it's still a pretty valuable book. It's what Action Comics. I don't even remember. I'm tired myself. But I have that. It's probably my best book, Superman book. Other than that, they're all awesome. The Neil Adams signed book that I got from Rob the other day in an AOK was actually, I really wanted that. I was like, oh, cool.
And that's why you got it. I would have kept it, but it was like, I know Jimmy's going to like this a lot.
Well, Jimmy, I might have a book to sell to you.
Maybe put me on our show. Not just kidding.
I might have a book to sell to you when I get it. It was something I won from that Spider-Man booth that's on its way. So.
Oh no! What did you win? What did you win?
It's is it the Superman Returns? That's a series, right? I can't remember the series name, but it's like a 1 in 100. It's the Tim Sale variant, not Tim Sale, the cartoon guy. Maybe it is Tim Sale. The variant 1 in 100 signed by Jim Lee. So I don't know, 9.8, whatever. It was.
Jimmy does not look impressed.
I'm not. No,
I didn't figure.
No, it's fine. I would probably.
You don't have to. You're literally the only Superman fan I know. So
you could just AOK it to me, Taylor, and not make me pay for it.
I could.
Rob
I'm not
make me pay for it.
It's against his religion.
You just like flexed what you had in your lockbox, so I know you can afford it.
So here you go. I'm going to try to I'll make Jimmy a little bit jealous. One that he's not going to get AOK to him, and it will be probably the first Superman to go up on my wall. So I got it's off being graded right now. It's signing graded. So it is Action Comics 356. It's being signed by Neil Adams. It's the very first book that Neil Adams drew a superhero of any kind, let alone drew Superman in. So it's his very first Superman work. We got it being signed by him, and it's probably going to be, I think it's roughly a 9.92 candidate right now.
Nice.
So
that's nice. Yeah, no, what's the one I just bought? I got the statue. It's the Superman. It's the one. It's this statue. I mean, I own one statue, but it's this one.
Oh.
And it's that cover.
Yeah.
And it's signed.
What's up, Dallas? So, welcome aboard, all 7 people that are left watching. We put them to sleep. Hey, what the hell? Yeah, how many? I'm debating. I have a box thing over here ready to go to CGC, but everything's all done with it. It's all put in. Anybody know? Do you have to send it in with a certain amount of time?
No.
Okay, so I can just leave it there for a month if I feel like
they're going to.
Well, that is pretty accurate.
So why shouldn't you? Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
I figured. I'm just debating. I was thinking I'll do it, and I'm like, I get all packed.
Here, Jimmy.
Yeah. What the hell was that for?
He was pulling off his glasses looking at it. He saw his dirt on his lenses. So I was handing him a lens.
He was helping me out.
I just saw his hands down below, and I'm like, what is he doing? You're giving me a tip.
Yeah.
No. Do that.
Only Eddie would think that, right, Rob? I said that's the only one who would go there.
Of course. That's the point of me. I'm the one who would piss off everybody. I don't give a
yeah, 2099 never could figure it out. Scrolling back a little bit there. 2099 books have been showing up all over the place lately. They've been moving up in value a little bit, mostly ever since that trailer dropped with tease that Spider-Man Miguel O'Hara is going to have a significant role potentially in the next Edge of the Spider-Verse. So,
I didn't come on here to take your off Superman trashing. I get enough of that from Taylor. He just sends me random message and says Superman sucks and is boring.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even come on here and read all your comments.
I do admit there is no reason I would ever buy a Superman comic book.
Hey, buy what you like, right, Rob?
That's right.
I
have probably 12 more Superman books than I thought I'd ever own.
I mean, I'm not really one to judge. My favorite character is Goofy as all hell, so I can't really.
Goofy? Yeah, he's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Beta Ray Bill.
No, Howard the Duck.
I like Howard the Duck, but my favorite of all time is Beta Ray Bill. So
I like Beta Ray Bill too. He's a fun
got
character.
his first appearance coming.
That's going way up in value. That's gone.
Yeah, well, I got it on auction on Facebook. I think I paid $70 for it. They say it's a 7.5. I'm like, I had that book 30 years ago, and
I got some slabbed ones that are pretty. They're all good. The second and third appearance are going way up too. And I got those thanks to one of the audience members. Thank you, James Willie. I appreciate it. So.
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you. Everyone can. And I'll be one of those guys initially there to sit there and jump on Superman bandwagon and bash them too. But you know what? The reality of the situation is maybe I don't read the comic, but I'll tell you, as a kid growing up, Superman. He would, Super Friends and watching the old reruns of George Reeves and all that stuff. I mean, that was the greatest thing ever, and I loved that stuff. So, your taste may mature, or maybe it stays the same. It doesn't really matter. But
I also here's my hidden confession.
But we all like to tease. I understand.
One of my favorite 12-issue maxi series of all time is All-Star Superman.
That's great. It's a great series. It really is.
You got to recognize, no matter what it is, you got to recognize game. I mean, his Superman's been around for the longest. I mean, he is.
I know. But All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison. If you've not read it, it is worth reading.
It's really good.
Go ahead.
As a kid, watching the black and white show, and then when I worked at a comic shop, the biggest thing.
Look at him going segregating everything, black and white with him. What the heck, Eddie?
And then when I worked at a comic shop, the Death of Superman book came out, and that was the biggest thing at the time. And I just I used to love that. We never opened the damn things either. We kept them.
You never needed to. So goddamn stupid. Anyway, sorry.
The backstabbing of Superman.
Dan's okay. You can Grant Morrison writes a good Superman. That Death of Superman was just goddamn lazy. And it was just lazy writing.
Let me ask you a question, Taylor. Did it sell books?
Anything anything sold books back then.
This is true, but it moved the needle.
Image came out of nowhere.
People talked about it.
People thought Rob Liefeld was the greatest artist of all time back then.
I don't know. Yeah, well, there's no accounting for taste.
I mean, I was amazed when I went to comic shop.
I mean, the best part about it was he had a mullet. In that time.
In our defense, at that time though, we were all freaking stoned on Coca-Cola and Pop Rocks,
or something with that starts with Coke. Yeah.
I was amazed. I went to the comic shop down south, and I didn't even realize that they're still producing Savage Dragon.
Oh yeah, the Christopher Reeve movies are great too. Really? Never can figure out those. They're cheesy as all hell.
Those are the better ones. Yeah, I actually like the second of the new one where he actually kills what's his face. I didn't mind that at all. Everyone seemed to be offended when he killed somebody. Isn't that what happened? I guess.
I don't think the death caused it to crash, but I think the 4 dumbass replacement Superman didn't help afterwards.
Well, you mean Shaq with the big? Oh, sorry,
Steel. Yeah. Well, no, the electric blue, and then
note Jimmy that they know these guys and they know.
Rob, of course they do, man. I'm just sitting here taking it in, Rob.
It's like hang on, Jimmy. What did you think of the Death of Superman story arc?
Yeah, it sucked. I didn't like it either. Yeah. No, I didn't like it either.
Did anybody actually open one up 20 years after and see what the plastic did to it? I heard different things would happen.
I actually just did. I got one in that big about a couple months back. I got a box of 75 comics for $40. They were all just shipped in bulk, and I went through them. And in there was one of the freaking polybagged It actually wasn't the death; it was the resurrection. It was the white poly bag. But I opened that thing up, and yeah, it was pretty crazy inside there. And then I'm like, oh, is this like a protective cover over like a hologram cover? And I'm peeling it off, and I'm realizing, oh no, wait, that's actually like differentiate this as being a special variant than like if they didn't have this sticker and a piece of adhesive over it. Crap.
Dallas, you're the one person that likes steel, so I'm glad there's somebody out there for some comic character out there for everybody. People also like Darkhawk. I don't get it.
What is with that? People are like, Darkhawk, I have a 9.8.
I don't know. Some people like Spider-Man 2099. Actually, no, of the 2099, Spider-Man's the only good one. But I can rip on everybody. What's your favorite character, Eddie? Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it'd be Gambit, actually. I've got the artwork.
Oh, that douchebag?
That artwork I've got over here back. I can't really show it to you guys from here, but I had a guy back at the
There you go.
I can't show you, so let me show you.
I'm glad you love Darkhawk.
So,
Gambit had the stupidest headgear costume ever. Like, what was that?
I don't know. It was pretty lame, but that was like who. And actually, his first appearance that I bought the day it came out, when I was doing the X-Men, came back as a 9.8. I read that thing 100 times.
Is he still your favorite character?
Not really. I'm done with X-Men. I can't handle the X-Men anymore. After like issue 200 to 300, I gave up.
I like Ghost Rider. Man Thing is a weak version of Swamp Thing, but anyway.
Some people like Captain Universe. There you go.
Yeah. James, you were all about Captain Universe back like last month. Now you're just bitter and old. Sorry, no, Eddie. I'm going to pin you down here. What is your favorite character? You got to have one has a favorite.
He likes Captain Planet.
Nice.
I really don't have an absolute favorite at this point. I've been enjoying what Scumbag, the Venom books a little bit here and there.
Really, you don't have like one that is like your childhood favorite? Oh, you're Gambit.
Childhood famous. It was Gambit. I mean,
Gambit.
When I was seriously reading all the books I bought, which I read as many as I can now, but I'm so far behind.
Yeah, all right.
What do you do? You get busy at work? Is that what the problem is?
No, I've been doing
Is this just to bust Eddie's balls?
Yeah. Is that what half of it's been actually my eyesight. It's been pretty bad lately, even with my glasses on. I have a hard time reading. Like some of the Venom books lately, my eyes can't focus in on the reading. So I don't know if they're getting worse because I've used a computer for 30 years doing work on computers.
We should talk about lettering.
Huh? Jimmy, just like our interview, I'm going to go back to the well here
tonight, Rob.
I like it.
Oh, nice.
Double O for Jim.
Nice.
I'm sorry. You really want to pin me down on one? As of right now, it would be the Batman Who Laughs. I do like that character. That's the last I read a lot of.
All right.
That's what got me back into this when I started going back in.
Oh, Batman Who Laughs? You mean
I bought the statues. I bought the hardbound book of the first series before I finished it and actually read it and that kind of stuff. So, yes. Okay, you want to go that way?
Okay.
More for looks than that. I still just enjoy the evil characters.
I will say probably in the last 5 years, one of the reads from the main companies that I enjoyed just as a guilty pleasure, the absolute most, was the Injustice series.
I love Injustice. I swear I do. I think it's great.
I mean, it was just flipping all these different characters on from different sides. So I just thought it was. I mean,
well I wish they would have had more consistent artwork from because it was kind of a web. But like they made plastic.
It was digital first. Yeah. It was digital first, and then I only got the trade. I just got the trades, so on them.
That's
so
that's what I did.
DC's Judge Death. You're right, Dallas. But Injustice did turn Plastic Man into a badass, and that's all you can ask for.
Oh, okay. Another one I really enjoyed, but I've heard some spec around it, but I don't believe it.
The DC Continuity Cops?
The original Astro City series.
Astro Cities is good, yeah.
UCAC 1 through whatever.
It'll never go anywhere. There's such production. Like, who owns the rights to all of it? Hell with that series. It'll never get turned into anything. But
I wonder if it ever will. There was more rumors that it might be, but I actually gone out when I stopped collecting and I got rid of some books. I went out and actually bought the big ones and read those again. So that's the kind of stuff I end up reading. I like that one a lot. You got me yawning.
Yeah, well, I'm tired.
Taylor's had a busy day.
I did. I had to box up all the $5 polls from last night and remember who bought what. Which involved a lot of going back and rewatching. So.
Are you gonna have to go back? Did you keep up, or you gonna have to go back and actually?
I got a little foggy by the end of it all, but I had Post-it notes on things. So
did anybody threaten anybody's life by the end of last night's thing?
Selwyn and Mike were getting into it, but they always, oh yeah.
I was like watching this thing, going, "Okay, you're getting a little serious here."
No, it's just Mike the Collector is loud.
I don't even know.
Selwyn chugged a quarter bottle of Hennessy. And you put those two together. I mean, he literally did. If you go back and watch the video, he upends a bottle and like downs it in like 2 pulls. It's impressive as hell.
Oh God!
So that's what led to the downfall of everything. And like he tried selling the same lot twice by the end of the night. Like he sold it, forgot he sold it, and then next time he came up, he tried selling it again.
So Rob, is there anything new on the barbecue front in California?
No.
Wow, that was a.
What do you want? I mean,
you got nothing.
Today it hit 80 degrees, so I was outside uncovering all the patio furniture and stuff, and cleaning out the smoker, starting to get it ready. I got a brisket in the freezer, but haven't. But did I do that? We just grilled up a London broil tonight.
Nice. I got the
grilled up, and because I'm in California, grilled up some zucchini as well.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, it only makes sense that in California we would grill veggies as well as.
You gotta eat a little bit healthy.
Well, cover it in olive oil and garlic and cheese, and it's all good.
I'm not sure. Never could. We should. That'd be probably about as productive as the one last night.
We just do that on Taylor's channel.
First of all, you got to convince Jimmy and Rob to sell some of their shit, which is a tough sell.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the barbecue, we do have my dad and I have the RecTech Bullseye on the way. So.
Nice.
Oh, Rob,
I figured it was a good compromise as far as what we all needed for everything. So
I did try some of the barbecue that you sent me. Wow,
that sauce.
Yeah, it was good. It tasted good. It really did.
That's the problem with it, right?
Yeah, it tasted really good, but my goodness.
Yeah, that's the thing that it's the craziest thing about it is I put a lot of effort into making a frickin' a hot barbecue sauce. I mean, fucking hot barbecue sauce, but that didn't taste like chemical and nothing but just punched you with heat right away. Instead, gave you a good flavor profile, and you're going, this doesn't taste all that bad. And then it's got that build that comes 45 seconds later, and you start to go, oh, wait a second.
Yep.
I'm in trouble now.
That's exactly what happened.
Rob is not selling his barbecue sauce. Is that the idea we got here?
No, I'm not selling. I don't sell sauce. I don't sell rub. I don't sell none of that stuff. It has my barbecue. My website even says it's funniest things. Like I had all the marketing in the world for my barbecue competition team. I had T-shirts. I had all this stuff, and I had a website and all this stuff. And my website would say, "We don't sell shit." Basically, it's like, welcome to our website, but we don't sell anything.
We all
That's a great business plan, Rob.
We all want to try Rob's barbecue sauce now. It's not fair.
People would ask me all the time about it, but then it's not not a
never
hobby
could
anymore.
Never could ask a question for you there, Rob.
Is Rob's sauce the kind that's better to cook in than to dip? So let me try to dip. Yeah, well, that's a good point because barbecue sauce is a condiment, and good barbecue should not need sauce. Having said that, there is an acceptance, I believe, when it comes to ribs and chicken that you can go ahead and put a light basting and then just for a flavor aspect, but then do some more dip in addition to that. But I don't like people who slather stuff when they're cooking it. So
that's what I did is I actually kind of basted with it at first, and then just to try it. Then I dipped with it, and it was a little easier to handle when I cooked it on the chicken that I put it on. But now I dipped it after that, and it lit my ass up.
We don't need to hear about all that, but tell us in great detail what it did to your ass, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. There's a guy who we quote when I do my big cookout on this stuff, when I do this, that was from North Carolina, who was quoted once as saying, "Never in my life have I more wanted to be sodomized by Frosty the Snowman."
That's fact. Yeah, Slots asking the question.
There you go.
You guys want to try to go to C2E2?
I'm gonna do my best.
My hotel is booked.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour drive for me.
Rob.
Where we know it's in December. Somebody let me know when the things go on sale, and let me know. Anybody thinking about doing a centralized hotel so everyone's in the same area, or?
Yeah, there's a couple hotels that are all right there, right next to it.
Yeah, they're all.
I ended up, because I don't do Hyatt or Marriott because they're related, and I had a Marriott employee once threaten to rape my wife. I don't deal with them anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then they claimed that they were the victim. But so I'm at the Hilton, which is just like
That's where
half a block away, and it's about $75 a night less. So
oh wow. Okay, so the Hilton.
And they have a connected walkway to the
I know Chad RCG's got a suite somewhere. He was talking about it last night. So
yeah, I just figured for right now, I'm just gonna book what I got. I don't have to put any money down, and I can cancel up to a day before.
I thought I saw Chubby on one of the chats. I mean, he said something about renting a room. I don't know if he was BSing or not, but like renting a ballroom.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's possible to rent a ballroom at McCormick.
Yeah.
Does the website assume have the dates on it already?
Yeah, the website does, but all it has is the dates and the general and the convention center, and then you can buy shirts. But
yeah. Okay, so the Hilton nearby is cheaper.
It's the Hilton Gardens, I think, is what it is. Where
I'll be working on a very short budget, so unless I actually get a job.
The even still the rooms are $200 plus a night, but you get somebody to share a room with you. You can split it.
I doubt I'll have any. I know nobody else that's going, so I doubt that will be happening for me. But I'm used to doing a comic book convention, which I didn't go to. I mean, a Hot Wheels convention every year where. It's about $230 a night for about 5 nights of 5 nights of a year.
Yeah, exactly. So
I just got a king size bed, Eddie, and me and Gary and Slaughter are all going to just share.
Spoon.
Yeah.
Aww.
The usual suspected up.
Yeah. Where's Jesse?
Rob can come over too.
I got my own place. Thanks. You guys are forking around.
I was about to say, where's Jason's wife sleeping?
She's gonna sleep on the floor. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
You give her the bed.
She'll be too busy shopping for toys for slabs for
next Slotmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's I booked the same thing Rob did. I got a room with 2 queen beds just in case if anybody wants to crash. So,
what hotels you guys are doing to? Jimmy,
that same one Rob did, the Hilton Garden.
Oh, okay. I figured. At least I'll have somebody to talk to because I don't want to show up there and basically be I don't know anybody.
That's right. We can walk past you and pretend we don't know you.
That's fine. We can do that anyway.
My first Hot Wheels convention was like that almost. My God, I was the pariah. I knew nobody. It was terrible. I hated it. But yeah, my wife doesn't want to go. She's like, "You can go all you want." I said, "Okay," but I'll have
DJ. We're all going to C2E2, so I mean,
I'll be flying out of St. George up to more than likely up to Salt Lake City,
somewhere where you can then catch a flight to go somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. Seriously, we don't. The flight out of here only goes to one.
I know. No, you got 2. Depends upon the airline. Because I'm flying American into St. George. It goes through Phoenix, but you got the Delta. It'll end up going into Salt Lake.
I can take the flight. I live within a mile of our grand airport here, but. Yeah, they only fly to Salt Lake City twice a day, and
it's great because I'm flying from San Jose into St. George next month to go pick up my son and move him out of his dorms, and the cost to fly coach versus first class was like $75 more, so I'm flying first class.
Man.
So, damn, get my fat body in a fat seat.
Same thing. We got to go to Disney here in a couple of weeks, and for the last dance competition of the year. Thank God.
No, DJ, they have not.
No,
we're just securing rooms because we can while we can.
It's looking like if it's in line with last year's tickets were about $85 for 3 days. So
what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so it's just like grab a room while you can. And
I feel sorry for DJ because I'm maybe supposed to go to New York here in a few weeks for business, and I'm just going to show up in Brooklyn and knock on DJ's door.
Make sure you get the right door. You could be in trouble.
Poor guy.
Well, if anybody wants to share, me too. I'm up for it. I don't care. At least
no.
Thanks, Taylor. You're so nice.
I'm a delicate fucking flower, man. I need a noise machine and quiet and like somewhere to not be around people at the end of a day. Like,
dude, I got the sleeping mask and everything. I'm that age now, so it's the only way. If not, I snore like a freight train.
Anyways, that's a great sales pitch. I'm sure anyone want a room with Darth Vader.
Okay, before I had all that, I got to tell this one. We were at a Vegas convention for Hot Wheels, and my old partner came out, and he just drove into town, boy, and spent the night in my room for the night. He set up in the middle of the room, laying on the ground, wearing that machine before I ever had the machine. And my God, I felt like I was going. I admit nobody probably wants to say, but his was so damn loud compared to what I had. Oh, it was weird. Sorry, go ahead.
It must be because when I use mine, it's like barely audible.
Yeah, mine's fine now. I have one.
If you put your head next to it, you can hear it. But if you're more than a head length away, you can't hear the damn thing.
Yeah, my wife's makes a little bit of noise, but hers is like 3.
I can honestly say I never thought I'd be in a like deep, long conversation about CPAP machines.
Me neither. What the hell are we talking about?
Well, Jimmy, when you become an old man too, and
yeah, nobody else has one of those with me and Rob. Then, jeez.
Well, never could figure out stores too loudly to hit to room with people. Dallas is a steel fan, so no.
Planes, trains, and on. That's not a pillow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I might end up having to sell shower curtain rings to be able to afford it. So yeah.
Yeah, but if I got to get my own room and I can't share, I'm gonna have to do something because that's like $600-800. I'm not sure. Plus,
I'm sure you can find a cardboard box where it's only December in Chicago. It hasn't even gotten the coldest yet.
No, that's the thing. December, you never know what you're in for down there. It could be easy peasy, or it could be hilarity ensues for all the.
It is down by the lake, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down for like going in together, renting a big suite, and we can do like a hangover weekend. You know, let's see what happens.
That would work. I can punch money on that.
We'll talk, Jimmy.
There we go.
I'm down for that. Like we can get stupid if we want to.
I'm just happy to know that there's multiple FedEx shipping facilities there, so I can
ship everything you're buying home. That's the same thing that happens. Same thing happens.
You just give it all to me.
These people.
Yeah, that's not likely to happen.
Too much stuff. Oh, that's right. I'd have to ship everything home. I've never had to do that.
Okay. I'm not saying I'll take your crap, but I'm saying legitimately, I will have a vehicle.
Hey, never could figure it out. Yeah, you just there's multiple shipping facilities around there. You can either just box it up and ship it to yourself, or bring an extra suitcase and pay baggage fees.
Never could figure it out.
Whichever thing is going to be cheaper.
Trip it.
Yeah, or give it to somebody that's driving that you trust.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I going to do with 14 more copies of Spider-Man 2099 #1?
It is true.
I'll ship it off to you.
I probably wouldn't buy another one of those 2099s. I got enough.
Do you?
How many?
Do.
Yeah. How many now?
Who's all game? You guys know Game Swappers, right? Or who he is at least.
Game.
He's on Who Dat's auction all the time.
Yeah, I think I've seen him.
He's probably got about 40 copies of ASM 361. Like that's his book. Like, and he's got a slab wall of nothing but ASM 361.
That's a lot more valuable than my Spider-Man 2099.
For now, until Woody Harrelson kills that goddamn character.
Right.
You really think he's going to kill it?
I don't know. The first Venom was a hunk of shit.
No matter what happens,
I enjoyed the first one.
Look, no matter what happens, you can be sure the value on the book comes down some afterwards. Yeah. Now, will it crater back down to being $100 book? Probably not. But is it going to stay a $1,500 book? No.
Probably not. I mean, like, as soon as they show some bad CG version of Beta Ray Bill, that book's probably going to tank too. So, like, it's just the nature of how this all works. You know, or like another new Man of Steel with a Photoshop mustache. Like that, you know.
Yeah. Should have just left a mustache. Everybody knows that mustaches are distinguished.
I've never had a mustache. I've never had facial hair. Period.
Yeah, I can't grow facial hair either. So,
I feel sorry for you.
Oh, I can grow it. I've just never had it. I mean,
Jimmy, there's no time like 2021. Then you should definitely do it.
I should do it. I think.
What were you doing when we all began quarantining, man? We were all growing Grizzly Adams beards.
Yeah, no, I've just never. Who would cover up this face? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, when you're this good looking, why would you do that?
I understand.
It's just like wrong.
Yeah, obviously.
You know,
you're too busy learning to like make artisanal bread.
When I had the full beard that I had in my early videos stuff.
How long?
And I got. Well, it was. I don't know. It wasn't like super crazy. It wasn't ZZ Top long, but it was because I still worked professional business world, so I was trying to keep it. So, but it was a good full Santa Claus beard, given as much white as I have. You go back and look at some of my early videos, and the problem with it was the amount of time it takes to make it keep looking good and not look like a ratty mess, and B was you realize, okay, I get a ton of compliments, but it all comes from the guys. There actually is a length where you get it transitions from being women who compliment you to being almost exclusively men who compliment you on your beard length.
I feel you on that one because the guys I worked with at the engineering company, 2 of them had them way down to here.
Yeah, only guys compliment them on that.
One looked the guy with the guy from Richard Rawlings, Aaron, the old. He looked just like him. 2 guys almost identical. They both had beards that were like 10, 12 inches long. I'm like, damn, that's got to get.
The only thing that continued to get compliments though is women kept complimenting the mustache with the curls up. They thought that, it scores really high in the over 55 demographic, but not my for. We were on a princess cruise ship, and like my wife's I'm hearing people talk to my wife. Oh, your husband's the one with the mustache, huh? But when I decided to shave it, I was like, I'm going to keep the mustache. I totally dig the handlebars, and so it's like,
so you're a tickler. Got it.
I'm not one to talk. I'm doing my 1990s Ethan Hawke hair.
Yeah, what's going on with that anyway? What you're going
laziness?
Well, at least he's wearing the denim jacket to go with it.
Yeah, the denim jacket goes with it and everything.
Early 90s were the peak of fashion, obviously. So,
well, it is true.
I still have hair. I'm just going to
utilize it while I have it. Are you still rocking a peg roll with that too?
Yeah.
Totally.
Peg roll your pants into some high tops.
Penny loafers.
No, that was 80s.
It all overlapped in my neck of the woods. There was no internet back then. So
we had the 80s. You had the penny loafers with brown corduroy and fisherman neck sweaters.
No, not around here. Fisherman neck never really hit here.
All right.
Not here either. Yeah.
That's all right. Maybe it's just my mom dressed me funny.
Yeah, I'm in Full River Phoenix. See, thank you. Never could figure out. Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna end up dead at the Viper Room some night.
Probably worse ways to go.
Look, my mom did cruel. My mom did cruel things to her kids. Okay, she made us she would make our Halloween costumes for us, but she would make Halloween costumes that she thought were interesting, and not necessarily that we thought were interesting. So, I remember vividly, my 3rd grade, I was Karnak the Magnificent. How many 3rd graders do you think know who the hell a sketch character of Johnny Carson is that time, right? Nobody knows. And I'm walking around school with this giant freaking red hat and a feather and a cape and a mayonnaise jar with envelopes in it. And I'm going, what? I don't know. What are you? My mom says I'm Karnak. Are you a magician? I don't know.
What?
My same year, I think my brother was dressed as the greatest American hero, and that was like season 1 of the Greatest American Hero. So nobody knew yet really who the greatest American hero was. They just thought he was like some kind of retarded Superman.
It was kind of Superman.
Yeah, it was, but because my brother had the giant curly blonde hair too. So
now you get that song in my head. No,
believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Yeah, good. That's what I do.
I do like the Taylor's in Full River Phoenix mode reference, though. I do like that one.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No,
first time
there's worse things that you could be compared to.
I could be Joaquin, the other Phoenix.
At least he'd be alive.
Yeah, he's all out there.
One looks better than the other right now.
Nah, I'll take zombie. I'll be zombie River Phoenix any day. What's eating Gilbert Grape when all was different? Was he in there? Yeah. No. Wait. Yeah.
No, that was Depp, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other guy in the movie.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, you guys talk about yourself for a second.
What? We need to shine the back of his head.
I don't know. It's like a nipple with headphones.
The only sad thing I have about this ASM 300 having arrived the other day and being put on the wall is that I lowered the 361 and now the 361's behind my head.
Well, you know what you should do is get rid of that Star Wars 41.
42. I could do that, huh? Yeah. Jimmy's been asking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Where's the mute button here for people?
You know, Taylor said, I think we will check in with everybody and call it a night, guys. Because
there we go.
We're down to 5 people. It kind of took a tank right after we started talking about Rob's nipple head. So
no, it was the CPAP machines.
It was totally the CPAP. Yes, thank you.
At that point. Right.
Never could figure it out. It's the only one still watching, I think. The other one was I'm one of the other 4. So
this probably will.
All right.
Jason, what do you got, Jimmy? What's going on? Give us the rundown.
Oh, what do I have this week? Tomorrow will be a box I got from T. Rabbis. I hit the GP, actually.
Nice.
And then an AOK from Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy. And then Tuesday will be my books that I'm looking at this week. And Thursday will be the 10 questions with me. And then next week, Rob actually will be on too. Rob and I actually had a really good interview. It was a lot of fun.
The 4-hour Rob episode.
He did good. I give him a hard time about talking all the time.
It's not the Jimmy Dean cut.
Right. But that's about it. That's really all I got. And I'm going to give away the $100 mystery box for the Grow Together this week. That'll be Friday. I think that's when that video will drop. So,
Rob, you're up now. What do you got?
Monday mail call. And Thursday will be sidekicks.comics. We'll be discussing, we're each going to present one or 3 spec books, one that's we think is really high, good, you should definitely get, it's a lock, one that's a maybe, and one that's a, dream on hooker. And then then Saturday I got Slab Hub again. Maybe this week somebody will show up and watch live.
What's up, Butcher?
It was like a Eddie, Wednesday night hangout or something. It was me and my co-host, and then Les Crucius showed up as we were signing off.
Sort of like Butcher just did. How you doing, Butcher? We're all wrapping up tonight.
You can watch it on the replay. It's just as entertaining.
Yeah, right around the 40-minute mark, they start talking about CPAP machines. So. Kind of fast forward to that. Yeah.
Okay, Taylor, you're up. What do you got?
Tomorrow I'll be having an older video. All my unboxings are in queue, so I've got the Fletch Comics unboxing tomorrow. On Tuesday, I'm reviewing and giving away the first volume of Rat Queens, and I'll talk about problematic artists and whether or not that should go along with what you think of the book. So riveting stuff. Wednesday was my weekly comic book review and maybe other shit later on. I don't know. So
I should actually pay attention. I never looked at my queue. What do I got coming up? Tomorrow. I thought I did this already. What? Hold on. Sorry. Oh no, it says I have a $10 Amazon comic mystery box. I thought that went up last week. Okay.
Yeah, unless you did another one.
Yeah, I have done several, so this might be another one. I'm gonna have to go back and check. So things may change. Then we've got comic Big Christmas box, and then Fletch's box on Friday, I guess. And I'm gone for the weekend. And
I'm glad you dig it. Never could. Sorry, I'm just reading.
Eddie's gonna do sock puppet theater.
Yeah.
About it. Other than that, on Instagram we do have
watch that actually.
7 more mystery boxes, and there's one of those white Supermans in there too. You can open up and tell us what color it turned in one of those boxes. So I have 0 mystery boxes coming in the mail now, except for Rob's did arrive. Sorry, Rob, I screwed up. It screwed up.
That little mini grab bag box. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kept a few of the rest of them. I hate to see migrated somewhere, but I have I will have that superhero box coming from Box Heroes after my wife spent way too much money, but hey, so we'll see how much money we lose there. You figure $375 for a Venom gold for a red Venom signed by who? Who signed it? Does he even know who signed all those books?
Probably Sam De La Rosa.
Okay, it'd be Todd.
He's been doing 100 signings this summer, so
because I don't have a Todd signed book at all, so I wouldn't mind having one. But
it's not.
Mystery boxes are available. I might or might probably going to add this as a separate.
Yeah, you can't do the might or might not. You're going to confuse people.
Okay, we're going to add it on to it. And once they sell,
you heard it here, folks. It's a lock.
Once it sells, I will go ahead and raffle off, and there'll be an extra box going out once they all sell out. And this is signed by Simonson and Claremont. It's a 9.6. So this will go out the door after the 10 sell out.
There you go, folks.
1
in 10 chance of getting a comic book much better than the shitty movie that it was based on it.
I enjoyed the movie to a point, but yeah, my wife watched it. She thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great.
What did your dog think, though?
He probably ate the couch. Which dog? That's it, guys.
Oh, boy. All right. Thanks, everybody.
We're off next week, and then 2 weeks from tonight, we're having Rob as the person we're going to grill for a while as he looks away and ignores us. I think it's going to be barbecue talk with Rob for an hour.
That's fine.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
By then I'll have
your highest turnout ever.
By then I'll have the bullseye grill, and I can really mess it all up. So
yeah, I'm getting it.
Direct tech. Yeah.
We finally have 70.
Yeah, CGI bear was awful. Never could. Yeah, you're right. And the characterization was there's such an exaggeration. Different show. Anyways,
not a problem. Have fun, guys. Good night. Have a good night.
Cheers. Thanks, everybody. Don't be dicks.